I think we're live. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to another, what used to be seemingly rare, but now, within the last week at least, common Brickitect stream. Last week was the first time that I'd streamed, and I come to find out about 3 months, and I did a little bit of Lego sorting, had a good time with it, and I thought, you know what, this would be a great idea for me to do some sorting streams and some organizing streams to hold myself accountable, get things done, get Lego processed. As you know, I'm going to yard sales pretty consistently. We're always finding stuff, and historically, that stuff is kind of filled up the storage room of doom, where it remains to this day, even sometimes years later. And I thought, you know, it'd be really good if I got on here, even if it's just once a week, and we sort some Lego out, have some laughs, have some good times, we chat, all of that, you know? But then this thing came in the mail, and this thing that we're talking about is what you're looking at right now. This is the Lego House Home of the Brick Minifigure Tribute set 40504. And I decided, contrary to everything that I just said, I decided that this would be the thing that I would work on today. In fact, as you can see here, I've already started working on it. Not only myself, but Clarkman as well. He built the black leg that's right behind the stand there. I built the peg leg. We kind of did this a lot of order, and I was working on the torso, and I thought this would be a great time to go live and to share this with you, because there's a lot to this guy that you may not necessarily notice. So let me show this off to you here. We're going to be building this up. I'm building, this is currently bag 2, but bag 4 is already built. So we're doing a little bit of that. I just want to say hello to everybody that's in the stream now. And I'd also like to say hello to the vast majority of people that are watching this in the future. Thank you for tuning in, whether it's live or in some point in time that we haven't experienced yet. It's good to know that there is a future. Check this out, though. If you're listening to this, you might want to look this inside of this. This is one of those sets that makes you appreciate Lego designers. You know, like you might think, hey, let me look at the front of this thing. I could probably build. I never thought that I could build that, but it's like, you know, I could probably get pretty close. Look at the inside of that. Look at this dude. I don't even know what's going on here. There's gears. Maybe, I guess because his arms move. It doesn't move right now, so that doesn't feel good. But maybe with enough force, maybe it will. We'll figure it out. But look at the inside, how you get the angles going. And I'm about ready to cover this up. That's why I wanted to start the stream now. I was like, oh, this is so perfect before we get into this. And I don't think you want to see me just build his arms, because that's not going to be interesting. The legs were kind of cool, particularly this part. Got his old peg leg. Let me see if I can find the minifig that goes with this while everybody's coming in here. You should still be able to hear me on account of my microphone. But where did my vintage minifigs go? They're over here. But do I have this pirate guy? I know I have at least one of him. The question is, where does he live right now? I'll have to find him for like the video. I think they should have included him, actually. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. I don't know. I'm not going to take a bunch of time to look for him, but I know he's here somewhere. I know I have an extra one. Clarkman gets in the minifig bins and he digs around, so he could be lost to space and time. But it would have been cool if they included the little guy. I have one. I just need to find him. Anyways, let's just get building here. Let me show you what we're on to right now. We're on step, before this step, I guess we're on step 68. I'm about ready to hide all this engineering that the Lego designer did on this. This is very similar if you want to build something like this. This is a bit of a harder set to get. If you want to build something like this, you can get the Harry Potter and Hermione set, which I ended up getting for $60. This was a little bit more expensive than that, unfortunately. But you can get that and kind of have a similar experience. But there's the front, at least as it stands now. Let me get into some chat here. Also partaking in a beverage, we got the Arnold Palmer. It's not alcoholic, of course. It's just it's lemonade mixed with iced tea. It's a little split. But good afternoon. Hey, Martin's here. Janelle, Chris, welcome, man. Thanks for tuning in. Am I getting the new big figure that's coming out? Yeah, that one's way more affordable and reasonable to get. If you haven't seen, I think it's like 50 bucks. I'm pretty excited to, I'm excited for anything minifigure related. I'm waiting on for one more package. The guy took like 3 days to ship my order out, which I wasn't super happy with, but I think we're still in the realm of things being reasonable in terms of Bricklink sellers. Waiting on one more package to build set 3723, which I showed in my last stream. If you want to look that up, you can. It's way bigger than this dude is, but it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a basic build, but it's a giant minifig. So I do anything minifig related. anything that I can. Thank you. Love your vids. Well, I'm thankful that you watch them, honestly. You're what we call in the biz a survivor, depending on how long you've been with us. If you've only been here a short period of time, you haven't survived long, but you survived something. So we'll still label you as a survivor. We got the minifig head going on. His head actually turns, if you're wondering. Not evident from the front of the box. A little bit of Technic in here too, if you're into that scene. But if you're not, it's not going to scare you. This feels like I don't want to put this in here. They really want me to do this? I don't like this. I don't. Okay, we're going to do it. What? No way. Did I miss something here? Does that just sit in there? No way. No. Why? Why does that go in there? What's that going to do? It doesn't even push down the whole way. Why are you doing that? Really? Is it just to keep it like from falling off? So here's what they have. Watch this. That's just like sitting in there, right? I don't know the purpose of this, but then they have this on top. So it's not coming out, but it's not like attached to anything. Maybe I have to push it down somewhat. I can't, there's no getting in there. I need something to, here, I'll use this. Maybe that needs pushed down. No. Does not push down. Boy, that's weird. Boy, that's weird. This is where I'm like, I want to do what they tell me to do, but it seems odd. So here's what's going on in here. Okay, let me see something once. Let me see something once. Okay, we got that going across. Now there's something weird here. So everything is built properly to this point. And then we put this on. So I mean, I'm doing everything the way that they prescribe. And it's just like, it's just sitting on there. Isn't that weird? Isn't that odd? There's nothing for it to stick into. But why? Why is that going in there? I'm not going to question it. I'm going to do what they say. You know, my favorite thing about Lego sets sometimes is just like seeing how it comes together. There must be some reason for that. What that is, I don't know. Hear that? I could always take that out if I don't like it. But there must be some reason. Don't question it. I love it when you're building a Lego set. This is what I was trying to get to. I love it when you're building a Lego set and you have no idea what's going on in the moment. And then all of a sudden you finish like the last step or you get to a certain point where it's like, bam, it all comes together. You're like, oh, that's what's going on. This piece was kind of like that. We're building from all different angles. I saw someone ask about the stickers. 2 stickers. There is something cool in here that I want to show you. I haven't opened it up yet, so we'll share it together. Check this out. Yeah. I wish they wouldn't have put the date on there. I guess it's kind of cool though, but there you go. 2 stickers and a flag. That came in a nice box, undamaged. That's kind of cool too with the design. It's got like a Lego brick on top. I think that's pretty neat. Miranda says, I'm a mock builder. I like to build vehicles as well. Hey, I love building vehicles as well. Have you built any Speed Champion sets? I love those things. I also love the Lego Creator line, the big vehicles that is. But they're not for the faint of heart or faint of wallets. Okay, let's just assume that the Lego designer knows more than I do. I know it's a wild assumption, but we'll just assume that that's the way it's supposed to be. It's almost like a little treasure inside there. You could put a little secret something in there and never know about it. But it doesn't seem, at least to me, it doesn't seem like it's really doing much to structurally. But maybe it is. Maybe that keeps the stability of this so it doesn't break apart. I bet that's what it is. I bet that sits down there low enough that regardless of how it moves, it keeps this from breaking off. Like if you really force the head like that, I don't know. That's probably what it is though. It's just weird like when you put a Technic piece in, or any Lego piece in general, that doesn't click into something. You know what I mean? Like it feels weird that it's just sitting inside there. Welcome to the world of Technic though, I guess. What's my thoughts on Dreams sets? I haven't really looked at them too much, to be honest. I don't watch news, reviews. I don't really watch much Lego content at all, to be honest. I just like enjoy my own Lego journey, and sometimes like things catch my eye. Like the new Pac-Man thing caught my eye. I saw Ninjago City, what is it? Markets something. I don't know what the one is that's out today. That looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's worth 370 bucks to me. I still have the old Ninjago City to build, the gardens. I still have that I'm working on. So, you know, I don't watch too much of it, but I don't know. I'm more into these days, like, I want to try to build Lego sets with pieces from my collection. In most cases, that's like older stuff, not like super old. Check out that the thing going across there. It's pretty cool. But just like things, like right now I'm working on the Curiosity Rover. I need one more package to get the final pieces of that and also the big minifig. These aren't sets that are coming out. These are sets that have been out for a very long time. But that's just where I'm finding enjoyment at. Whoa, that's weird. How's that working out? Oh, I see. It goes like this maybe? Why? What? How do they want that sitting on there? Like this? Because once I put that on, I kind of have to have that off to the side, I guess. Like that, maybe. Yeah, there you go. What do you guys think about Dreams? I see a lot of people hyping it. Even people in my Discord are loving it. I'm hoping of anything, whether I collect it or not. Maybe I should just to show the support. I'm hoping Lego has something that's a hit on their hands. Because, man, they go through a lot of IPs that fail, unfortunately. And it kind of sucks to see that because you want Lego to succeed because you want them to keep making cool stuff. I think they're going to be okay though, financially. These are a little weird. You can have to position these like the way that you want, but there you go. Dang, I really need the small minifig so we can compare him. Is he on the back of the box here? There, no, nope, he's not on here anywhere. That's weird. But I would love it if Lego made a whole line of these. It'd be pretty cool. Cliff says, here's a question off topic, or off the subject. You never have to apologize for that because there is no subject here, to be honest. It says, when you find non-Lego at yard sales, and you see a unique piece that Lego doesn't make, do you wish that Lego would make it? Yeah, sometimes. Honestly, what draws my attention more than anything is the non-Lego stuff. Because it stands out. You know, you see Lego all the time, but then you see this thing, you're like, oh, that's cool. And it's like, oh, that's not Lego. Clark's the same way. He'll find something in there that he's interested in. Sometimes it's other miscellaneous toys and things. Tomorrow's Greg's World video. Wait until you see the Lego score we get in that. I'm trying to decide whether I want to make it a Brickitect video or not. There's like probably like 5 whole minutes of just Lego content in it. And I'm like, you know, it's kind of buried deep into my vlog, but there's a Lego audience that really doesn't care about seeing me go out with my in-laws going shopping. Maybe they want to see this. So I'm thinking about just kind of chopping that out a little bit and putting a little extra on it so you guys can enjoy it without all the extra stuff. Hey, here's somebody that's in the chat. Thomas Sampson is the reason you guys see him in the chat. Thank Thomas for me having this. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this stream right now. We'd probably be sorting some Lego and being super organized and being efficient and getting things done. But thanks to Thomas for putting me off track and allowing me to build this really awesome set. He did a great job packing it. It made it here flawlessly. I felt bad even opening it because this set's probably going to be worth some good money someday. But for me, it's worth building because I enjoy it. Swifty, oh man, reached a new milestone. Says, after years of collecting Lego, I finally made myself sell some of it so I can save for an A-frame cabin. Like a legit one? Oh, the A-frame cabin. Okay. I was thinking maybe you were actually buying a cabin, because that'd be cool. Why do we have so many pieces left over here, boys? That's it's a little concerning. I wonder if it's on this. That's not good. That's not good. What bag number were we in right there? I shouldn't have these 4 pieces. And I'm pretty sure that's my fault, because Clarkman only built the black leg that's sitting over there. What else did we do in this bag? Because we should not have that much. That's no bueno. Let me go back in time here and figure out. Oh, I see where it is. What was I doing down here? Oh gosh, that's going to be a little bit tricky to get to. I completely missed that on the build. I have to somehow get inside here and put these pieces on, which is not going to be a nice thing to do, especially with with the angulation of this, but if I take this piece off, maybe I can pull this off. This is pretty much my building style. I suck at building Lego, but I enjoy it, so I persevere. Very much like YouTube videos, you know? Like, even if you're terrible at something, this is my words to live by. Even if you're terrible at something, if you have enough passion for it, and there's nothing that can stop you, no, there is nothing that can stop you. You'll do it. So I use myself as like motivation for other people. If you suck at anything in life, if you really want it, you can get it. I mean, there's limits to that. You're not, you know, if you're 4 feet tall and you really love basketball, you're probably not going to be in the NBA. But it's not going to stop you from going out every weekend and having a great time playing basketball, right? There we go. That's looking a lot better. We got extra pieces. And now we have to kind of meet ourselves here in the middle. Let's see if we can do this. I did, this is bag 3. So I think I have to build bag 3 and then we'll meet at bag 4. Because this is bags 1, 2, and 4. This is bag 1 by itself, by the way. Just a base. Very odd, eh? That's to accommodate the peg leg me hearty. So we can put those on there right now. But I got to build like his area. You know what I'm saying? I got to build that next. So we're going to do that. There are parts that go with it that were in the other bags. And that's when I realized it was a terrible idea building these out of order. But in my mind, I was like, oh, you know, it's going to be kind of boring watching me build the legs. So let me build the torso on stream. But then I realized there's a part of the torso that was in the legs. And, you know, it's just follow Lego's directions. But if you are building this with another person, it really would be an easy thing to do because some of the later bags, like the head, for example, you could have your partner, whoever's building with you, they could build that pretty easily. But this is bag 3 here, which is what we're getting into today. Switchy says, yeah, real cabin is too much money, just the Lego one for now. Hey, you got to start somewhere. History says, sometimes if you find one piece in a yard sale haul just by itself, is it worth more than that double you paid for everything? Yeah, anytime you find Lego at a yard sale, it's worth it. Just like that $5 haul that I showed you that, you know, wasn't great. When you look at how much it would cost to get a particular part on Bricklink, say that's a part you need in your collection, your shipping's $5. So anything $5 or less at a yard sale, I'm pretty much in on, like no question. If it's Lego, even if it's mixed, but even if it's dirty, it can't be super dirty, but if it's mixed and there's a bunch of other crap in there, I'm less likely to want it, but I have a very hard time turning down any Lego in general when I'm at yard sales, you know? Because it's like, well, I'll take it. We can work on this. But I would say my inventory at this point, like I do have a storage room. There's the yard sale hauls that you guys haven't even seen yet on Brickitect that are still sitting in the storage room that I need to process this stuff. Because man, for all I know, and this is why you got to organize your stuff, I'm probably ordering stuff on Bricklink. You know, I look through my bins up here. I'm probably ordering stuff on Bricklink that I have in the storage room right now just sitting there. And I just don't even know it because you only know what you have if it's properly cataloged or inventoried or put away in some way other than in the bin that you bought it in. So there's a lot to be done. And that's why I thought if we did this series where I was like sorting and organizing, just think about how quickly that we could make progress on that. Even if it was just like 30 minutes a day. You know, I'm sure people would love to have a stream to tune into each day. Like for me, long form content is something to be cherished these days. Because, you know, we're definitely trending towards the short form. In fact, I found myself like enjoying that quite a bit. And I think it's going to get harder to find long form content. But I think there is some people out there that enjoy that kind of stuff. And maybe since I'm working on something anyway, this is kind of like how I justify streaming. I'm just like, if I'm working on it anyway, why don't I stream it, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at. Oh wait, this is supposed to be a 4 wide. And I feel like I'm way better at probably sorting and organizing than I am building and chatting and live streaming because my brain can't handle all this multitasking, as you can probably tell. Martin says he watched last week's yard sale vid this morning. It was really the week of creepy dolls. Yeah, so much creepy dolls. This week was the week of Funko Pops. Some of you dudes, I'm really worried about the 2 videos I'm about to put out, particularly the one I put out today, because there was all these Funko Pops for $5 each. I don't know a darn thing about them, and there's probably ones there that were worth some bank, and I could have made money off of. Like, for example, I saw this guy on TikTok, speaking of short form content, And he was going through yard sales, and he would look to be like mostly into like finding like vintage clothes and stuff that he was going to resell. And he literally passed by boxes of Lego pieces, and the one was the Disney Castle, all in the box. It looked like it had the manual, and it said like $125 on it. And I was like, oh! And then there was a whole big box of Star Wars stuff there, and the Sandcrawler was in there, and he just walked by it, and I was like, oh my God, dude. And I was like, this is exactly what people feel when they watch my stuff, and I pass by whatever it is hobby that they're into. Like Janelle says, I passed on a Fisher Price Little People house or something like that, and it's painful, you know, because it's like, man, what'd I miss? But it's hard to know everything there is to know about everything. It's very hard to do. So you just kind of have to follow your things. And if I see something in packaging, or if I know a brand or product, you know, I'll at least look it up. But yeah, it's a bummer. That guy, like, I saw comments that people were like, you missed out on the Lego and stuff. And I was like, yeah, you did, man. And that's gonna haunt him, because he could have made way more money off that Lego stuff than he made off of selling like vintage Harley Davidson t-shirts or whatever he was going for. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just one of those things. You can't know everything there is to know about everything, unless you're in that business, like a reseller or antique dealer or whatever. And I'm sure even those guys probably miss stuff, so you can't be too hard on yourself. But I am getting better. I used to go into these situations and just have my one-track mind on video games, and then it was like video games and Lego, and it's still that. But you know, electronics, I've been getting into that, and other collectibles and things that I think I can make a little bit of bank off of. Because my thing this year, and I've talked about this before on streams, the only money that I'm spending on Lego this year is the money that I earn from PayPal. So I have to sell on eBay to make money, and I use that money for Lego. So if you see me buy anything with Lego, like this right here, I PayPal'd Thomas the money for this. This came from eBay sales. I don't know which one. It's not like I keep track, but like I know if I don't have a PayPal balance, I can't buy any Lego sets, which, you know, could be a good thing, but it encourages me to make some sales and stuff, because that's where I'm pulling from. And it kind of, like for me, it kind of gamifies it, you know? I find that anytime you make like a challenge out of something, or if you you have a goal or whatever, it's way more fun than not having that. So I always have all these different little things in my life that I'm working towards. And that's why if I decide to do something, I'm like, I got to do this every single day, or I got to do this or whatever. It's just the way my brain works. Janelle says it was the 1972 Fisher Price, which I don't have and would have loved to have one. I'm just not willing to spend $150 on it. I would have, if I would have known, Janelle, I straight up would have literally, I would have bought that for you and shipped it to you for whatever the shipping cost is. See, that sucks, man. I didn't even realize I passed by it. Just my mind wasn't there. And it just goes to show you, I'm sure there's like a lot of girls' toys. I passed on all these Barbies this past week. I'm sure those creepy dolls that gave me nightmares probably are worth some money, you know? It's just, I don't know anything about it. So as a result, this is a quick bag. We might be going into some more bags, boys. Mark! Thanks for being a member for 23 months. The OG member. Thanks for sticking around, my man. I appreciate that, dude. All right, we're this is dedicated to Mark. Thanks for being there, dude. Oh, this is weird. Okay, we got some weirdness happening. All right, you guys ready for this? Look at this. Look at this build, right? Not something that I would have came up with in my mind. And now we got this. I hear the cat running around outside. I have the door open here. You might be able to hear the birds and such. The cat's wiling out there. Sometimes she gets crazy. This is going on upside down. Look at that. Now you can kind of see it coming together, what it's supposed to be like. But I don't know. If somebody sat me down and was like, you got to make a minifig, this would not be it, Chief. But I'm glad somebody super talented came up with this, because it's pretty cool. All right, now, okay, we're doing it. We're flipping them over. Is this actually going to work? Oh my gosh, this is so weird. So we're combining these together, and they go the opposite way. I feel like this isn't going to work. Is it going to work? No way. Let me try this. Holy smokes. Oh man, it's kind of crushing itself, so you have to really work all the angles here. But that actually went in there. That was cool. Wow. See, I didn't even get to do this with Harry Potter because Clark Manville Harry Potter. So he must have did that. I can't believe Clark put that together because that's kind of that's a skilled move right there. Wow. I wouldn't even have put money on that working. It worked though. That was cool. All right. Sorry I'm geeking out here, guys. Sometimes you just have to take a moment to appreciate the design, you know? I don't like all these pieces that are still sitting here. Why are you still here? Tell me that's not... Oh, God. Why are you still there? Why are there... Why do I have all this? Where was... Okay, I see where this is supposed to go. Why do I have these? No bueno. Okay, let's figure this out. Typical Brickitect fashion, I've got two 2x4s here. Please tell me I don't have to take that back apart. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, I see it. Oh, good God. Okay, we got to take it back apart. This is going to be challenging. I literally see right where they need to go. I can see it from here, but I don't think I can get them in. We got to pull that back off. Oh, God. Okay, it's not as bad as it seems. They go right here. I tell you guys, I can't do this. I can't multitask. Suck. Okay, make sure everything else is good. This is symmetrical, I think, both ways, so we don't have to worry about it being backwards. God, that feels so weird. I get to do that all over again, though. Now we know it's actually going to fit. That went in there way better this time. Trust the designers. I'm going to have to wipe this thing off. Look at all the fingerprints that are on that. I don't know if you can see it in the light. I wash my hands before I build every time. I hate having, like... No, I'm not saying, like, greasy fingers. Like, you know, I just ate a bag of... you know, I ate a bag of Doritos and I got the orange fingers all over this, but I don't even like having oil on my hands when I build. So I like wash my hands right before I do this kind of stuff. That feels better. Now we can pick things up where we left off here on bag 4. I have this, and this goes like that. Yeah, that was, okay, here we go. Right there. Any stickers? Oh, yeah, you saw them. We actually have 2 stickers. Mark, and we've got a Flag Me Hearty, Yarg 2023, the Lego group. All right, so hey, look at this. We get to speed run this. You guys ready to see this? Look, watch. I'm kind of off kiltered here a little bit. That's a little better. First day on the job, guys. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay, we got to go. Where are we trying to go here? I got to put this on. How does this go? I think it goes into this leg. Somewhere on here. I remember seeing it on the build. I was like, oh yeah, we got to save that for later. But where was it? Where was that piece? Okay, so we got that. That's that one. It's somewhere in bag 4. Let's scoot ahead here and see. Not there. Don't build your sets out of order. This is a lesson. There it is, step 129. We started in step 68 today. We're on 129. This is going to be all the way over like this. And then this is going to go through. This is going to be kind of wild trying to get these lined up properly. But we might be able to do it. Come on, baby. Trying to, oh my gosh. Trying to get those to work. Not going to be easy. But we got to get them lined up. So this thing, his legs, they have to be perfectly in line with that too. That's really going to suck. Okay, that leg's already on. Let's do this. Let's take and put the wooden leg on, just to make sure we're all good there. And that should, oh, beauty. Okay, now we got that leg on. Let's try to get this lined up properly so we can make this work. See, the problem is there are these 2 like Technic ball things in there, and they both have to be at the same exact angle. So I'm gonna have to turn them a little bit to make it work. I'm going to try to make them vertical, if I can. That should at least get them within striking range to slide together. And it did. Okay, so we're good there. Wonder if that's supposed to come over more. Let me see what this looks like once you put the other leg on. I want to see this. Is this actually going to work? Oh my gosh, it is. Look at that. I was like, that seems like it's too far out. I don't think so, though. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Legs move. The tension on it feels perfect, too. That feels like a legit, just tiny minifig. That's sick. I love that. He's coming together, me hearties. Look at this. Oh yeah, I got to get you guys in on that, dude. Look at that. I love that. I really got to find that pirate minifig. He's around here somewhere. All right, what are we building next? Where are we going from here? Hey, Julian's here. What's up, man? Yeah, it's been a while. This is my my second stream in 3 months. So we're kind of back at it. These are supposed to be organization streams, Julian, but you know how I get a little sidetracked sometimes. We got a lot of bags left, but bag 5, what are we building in bag 5? Let's just see what we got going on here. An arm and a hand. Should we do that? Should we do his arm and his hand? It's the, wait a minute. Is it both of his arms and hands? Oh, this could be kind of cool. Yeah, that's not bad. I kind of want to give him arms and hands. Then we're just going to have like the head left. A lot of bags left though. Holy smokes. We got 6, 7, 8, I think, and 9. There's 9 bags with this? What? What? Let me take a look here. Holy moly. Just when you thought we were going to have this done in 20 minutes, said no one ever. Look at that. So bag 5, we get his hands and his arms on. I definitely want to get that done. Then we got 6 and 7, putting his melon together. And then 2 bags for his hat. Holy. Man, holy shamoles. Talk about blasting the past, blowing the dust off of Lego live streaming. Mahan? Long time no see. It's cool seeing you organizing your Lego and making mocks like you've always wanted to do. That UCS pipe court was a blast from the past. Yeah, you remember that from the OG days. Well, welcome back to the stream. I remember you were a streamaholic back in the day, just like many in the Lego community were. I don't think it's quite a thing anymore, but I'm trying to hold myself accountable, and I feel like, you know, if I'm like, hey, if I'm going to be streaming, you know, I got to be like, I'm going to do it every day. But with summer coming up, it's kind of tough because some days it's just too nice for that. Like tomorrow, I was considering going to Cedar Point. Anybody live in Ohio or near Sandusky, Ohio? Want to meet me up in Cedar Point and we'll go ride a bunch of roller coasters together? Can you imagine? There's like here's the deal. You guys can tell me if I'm crazy or not. I'll sort this out while we do it by color. We're about 5 hours away. If I drove straight through without stopping, 5 hours out. There's about 11 roller coasters there that I want to ride. If you guys don't know, Cedar Point is one of like the premier roller coaster places in the US. It's about 5 hour drive. Is it worth driving 5 hours one way and 5 hours back? Probably not in the same day. I'm probably going to stay somewhere like that night, but I'm going to leave tomorrow like 5 o'clock in the morning. Is it worth doing that? Like, we're talking 10 hours on the road to ride 10 roller coasters. Like in my mind, initially, I'm like, I love roller coasters so much. Yes, I'm going to do this. But then I'm thinking like, if you were to string these roller coasters together, right? And it's like, I ride a roller coaster, I drive for an hour and I ride a roller coaster. And then I have to drive for another hour and I ride a roller coaster. Then I drive another hour and I ride a roller coaster. Like when you start thinking of it like that, you're like, I don't know if it's worth driving 60 minutes to get on a roller coaster. Plus you got to wait in line there too. I just don't know if it's worth it for just driving out there. Cody doesn't want to do it because last time she got pretty sick on these coasters. They are like the big boys. Look up some footage of Steel Vengeance and you can see what life is like out there. But I was thinking like, dude, all the kids are still in school right now. It's going to be beautiful 72 degrees tomorrow in Ohio, Sandusky particularly. I can make it happen. I was thinking I'd get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. They open at 10 a.m. and they're open until 8. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I drive straight through. It's like right across Pennsylvania the whole way. I get there like right after they open. I ride roller coasters all day. And then when I'm done, I get in my car and I start driving home, right? And then whenever I kind of get tired and I don't want to drive anymore, I'll just get a hotel wherever that is. So I can't like plan ahead of time because who knows where I'll be. Like I might be done with all my coasters by 6 p.m. And then I start driving. I might make it 3 hours or whatever before I'm just like completely ruined. Or maybe I can make it the whole way back, but 10 hours of driving and riding all those coasters one day might be a little too much, and I certainly don't want to do anything, you know, that I may fall asleep behind the wheel or whatever. But that's a heck of a commitment. Why can't it be closer? I just don't know. I don't know if I want to commit to that. Janelle says, worth a trip. I drive 4.5 hours just for Wegmans. I wouldn't do 4.5 hours for Wegmans, but you know, I'm definitely on the realm of doing this, and tomorrow would be the day. I was looking at different information about it. Like there's like a website, I think it's called like isitpack.com or something like that. And they said that tomorrow, like the rating for Cedar Point is ghost town level. Like it's there's no one going to be there. They most likely the only people that would be at Cedar Point tomorrow, if it's busy at all, would be school field trips of people that live in the area. You know, all the kids go there. Or potentially like marching bands and things like that, like end of year stuff. But no one's out of school yet, so no, it's not going to be any little kids there whatsoever. Not that any little kids can ride these crazy rides that I'm about to take on. But it might just be a bunch of like high school kids, if anybody, or it could be no one at all. Like I'm certainly not going to get the fast pass, which allows you to kind of skip lines. But I'm really debating it. You guys wouldn't miss me for one day, I don't think. And if I'm going to do it, it might be the time to do it. Because the Clark man can't ride him, or he could, but he's barely tall enough, and he'd probably be too scared, which I don't blame him. I'm too scared. Honestly, the first time I went there, we were with Scott's Toys family, Dave, and I looked at some of those rides. I swear to you, I looked at these rides, and if those guys hadn't been with me, I would have backed out. And the same thing applies for the Impulse ride at Knoebels, which is an upside down ride. I would not have ever ridden that had it not been for my nephews being there. And they were like young teens at the time, and they were riding it. So I was like, well, frick, I got to ride this now. I cannot ride this. And then I did it and I loved it. And I've been teaching Clark that same thing. Like there's a lot of things that he doesn't want to do or he's too scared to do. And I'm just like, dude, if you do this, you're going to be so thankful you did, and you're going to be like happy with yourself. And every time, that's how it works out. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it or not. It's just it's a drive. But it'll probably be the only time I go this year. So maybe I'll do it. 72 degrees too, nice and cool. I might have to. Brickmox Daily, on a side note, welcome back, bro. He says, what's up? That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen. Yeah, he's headless right now. Check out he's melonless, but he looks great. This is a cool set. I don't want to hype this too much because it's hard to get and it's expensive. But it's pretty neat. If you want something like this, you could get Harry Potter, the Harry and Hermione minifigures. I got them for $60 at Target a while back. That's probably the one to get if you want to have an experience like this. In fact, we haven't even built Hermione yet. We built Harry, and I was going to turn Hermione into Batman. I just don't know what I'd use for a cape. I'd probably have to do like some type of custom fabric or something for him. Her, I guess. I don't know. It was just an idea that I had because I was like, dude, if Lego, they'll never do this, but if Lego would make this size scale like minifigs for like Spider-Man, Batman, any Star Wars character, like Darth Vader, for example, I think they'd sell really well, at least to people like me. But I think the more adults amongst us, I'm a kid at heart, obviously. I think they want the helmets. They want the busts, except for the Black Panther one, which that one's kind of tempted me in a little bit. It's like 40% off, and it's almost in the realm of like, yeah, maybe. What do you guys think about that one? Like Julian says, Dutch Wonderland is open. I could try that, and it's closer, I think. We should meet up there one day, dude. Go to Dutch, then we could go to Round 1 Arcade. That'd be a good day. I do love Dutch Wonderland. That's a place that's like perfect if you have kids that are like Clark's age or a little bit younger. Never crowded. Nice mellow roller coasters, lots of rides. Annie Ann's pretzels on deck. So obviously a little bit of a bonus for me for that. I've never had a bad time there. Or Knoebels. Always Knoebels. Knoebels is the place where I feel the most famous, actually. It's kind of crazy. Like we had several people come up to us on the first weekend we went there, which was like the second week they're open, and they said hi. Clarkman even took a picture with a kid. There's a picture of Clarkman and some kid out there lurking somewhere. It's pretty neat. I had a lady say, I thought you'd be taller in real life. And I was like, wow, thanks. At least she didn't say, I thought you'd be better looking in real life. But that family was really sweet too. And it's just lots of good people out there. But you don't realize who's watching your videos until they tap you on the shoulder and they're like, are you Greg's World? It's like, yeah, man. And it just makes you wonder how many people see us that, you know, they don't say anything. But we've made our fair collection of videos. One time we were eating ice cream at Dutch Wonderland and the lady's like, my kid has had the videos booted up on our computer for like a week straight watching you guys at Dutch Wonderland. Pretty cool. Hey, if I can be known as the amusement park guy, wins. That's the downside about Cedar Point. There's not much to really film there though. I can't really film on the coasters because it's not quite like that. You're kind of strapped in from the neck down. So it's kind of just like, hey, I rode this ride and it was fun. Hey, I'm riding this ride now. So it's not quite as immersive as some more laid back rides. It doesn't make for, I don't think, a great vlogging experience, but it's cool anytime you can share your experience somewhere. And I probably would film with my phone and then like zip that into my pocket so it doesn't go flying somewhere and kill somebody. Astron says, I would part out Black Panther for a Batman. Dude, that would be kind of cool. Has anyone done that? That would be an awesome rebrickable. Oh my gosh, that would be so sick. If somebody parted out Black Panther and made a Batman out of it, I would buy it for that. But we're almost in the realm of feasibility. I think it's, what is it right now, 209, something like that? Originally 350. Let me look it up. I'll find out what it is for you guys. In case anyone has a bunch of money they're looking to just burn a hole in their pocket. I'll look it up and see what's looking at. Hey, Shy, what's happening, bruh? What is Black Panther? Black Panther Lego. Let's see what he's selling for. It's pretty bad when it's 40% off and you're still debating whether it's worth it or not. That's pretty bad. Yeah, it's 40% off right now. I'll bring the picture up in case you want to see it. 40% off. Look at that dude. I do think it's pretty sick. I just don't know where I'd put it. $350 marked down to $209.99. Still debatable whether it's worth it or not. Like, I'm on the cusp. I like creepy Lego. It's not really creepy, but it does make for a mean display piece. I just feel like it's not as big as what I picture in my mind. I don't know. Maybe if they do a really great gift with purchase. Double VIP, great gift with purchase, $200. Use a bunch of VIP points on it maybe. I think I'm pretty close. I think I have like $150 in VIP points because I never use them. I save them endlessly because I'm like, one day I'm going to get this giant set. But if I'm spending $200, I kind of want to get that Land Rover. I think that's kind of cool. That's more up my alley. Although I can see myself doing the Black Panther. Man, so you haven't been missing out on much, to be honest. You haven't been missing a darn thing. Same old. One cool thing, though, I know for you old school chaps that are here, Clarkman has like 11 days of school left, maybe 10 at this point. We're counting them down. And he's probably going to be joining me on these things here. In fact, if I can, I know it's probably going to scare him away. I'd love to put him to work too. If we're going to be sorting, I'd be like, hey man, come on and join. He's going to be like, nope. I'm going to be building some mocks and undoing everything that you do. Because that's the life with kids. If you have a kid, you know what I'm talking about. I get all my parts put away. Sometimes I'll have everything laid out here nice, and then he'll see that collection and he'll start building stuff. And I'm like, no! But, that's what it's there for. I'm not like Evil Lord Business, where everything is meant to like just be glued together and put somewhere. I would like it to be organized though. So that's all I ask. If you're done with something, just put it back the way you found it. It's like a library here. Speaking of libraries, I don't know what that means. Look at this arm. And the arm thing works. The gears in there, those gears I showed in the beginning of the stream, it's the perfect amount of tension for his hand. Could we build him a really cool like sword though? He doesn't have an accessory, he just has he does have the map. But if we could put a sword in his hand, that'd be sick. I think I might need to do that. But there's his arm. Yarg. Now we got to build the cool arm. He's kind of lucky because he's kind of offset. He's got the peg leg, but he's got a good hand, and then he's got the hook hand on his good leg. So I feel like he's all right. Hey, Paul's here. What's up? Travis, welcome. No way, no way, says, I've been watching your channels for a while. Great content. Well, thanks for lying to me. He says, do you think you have the pieces in your collection to build some of the OG sets like the Yellow Castle or Space Explorer? I bet I could do the Yellow Castle. Although, I don't know, dude. Look at, I mean, I pulled a lot of yellows for 3723, which is that other big minifig. I got to show you guys a picture of it if you haven't seen it. It was a struggle. I thought I'd have more, but like it goes quickly. It's particularly like some of the big, oh, what the heck? This one has a printed, I think I got this at Philly Brickfest. Hashtag classic corner. That's going to be going inside my big guy. But I'm waiting on one more package. I can start building this. Also have not the ISS. I have the Curiosity rover here missing 4 parts. So we're very close on this, but the stuff goes quick. Let me take you over here and I'll show you, like if we're talking Yellow Castle, there's not much yellow left, is there? I don't know. It wouldn't be that expensive to do, I don't think. But I don't have any of the specific pieces, but it would be fun to kind of do that. I've had this idea to do a thing called Lego Remastered where I try to like build vintage stuff like that just to see what I can pull off. And if I don't have the exact pieces, I'm kind of at the point where what does it matter if it's exact or not, right? Like who cares? Sure, it'd be cool to replicate a Lego set exactly the way it's supposed to be. And I should have learned this lesson on the Curiosity rover, because there was 2 parts that I needed on that Curiosity rover that are important for the suspension, so I can't really sub them out. But each one of those parts was over $7. And I'm like, why am I doing this? So I ended up ordering another set that has those parts in it that was a better deal. But it's like, you know what? I'm just going to build it the way that I want to, and if it's pretty darn close, that's good enough for me, because the only person that really cares about it is me. You know, I'm building this for myself. I'm not building it to impress anybody. I mean, I'd be cool if people were impressed, I guess, but it's like, do you guys really care if I'm like, hey, I'm really, like for me, this is my journey, you know? It used to be my collecting journey. Now I want to say it's my Lego enjoying journey. Do I need to order $15 in 2 parts on Bricklink to enjoy this set? Some would say yes, some would say no. I'm kind of at the place where I just want to use what I have. Maybe the whole goal of it, the whole objective, is to try to not spend any money at all on Lego, just using what I've got. And I've got a good, you know, good stuff here, which will slowly but surely, as I do these organizing streams, this is not an organizing stream, by the way. I got to build this. I'm sure you understand. It's for Thomas. I think we could process all this, get everything organized, and start making some really cool stuff. At the very least, at least I get organized, because that's a win within itself. If I never do anything else with my Lego collection other than get it organized, I think that's a victory. That way, when I die, Mrs. Brickitect can sell it off really easily. That's something that comes up, though. It's like when you have a hefty collection like I do, like what happens then? I guess I'm hoping that Clark Man just takes it on. I'm like, here you go, buddy. Enjoy. He'd do that, but then he's going to have to get a place that has like a whole storage room of doom itself. But I'd like the storage room to be the storage room of gloom. No, not gloom. Storage room of, give me a word. What do we want it to be? Storage room of peace and serenity. I was looking for something that rhymed with doom. Storage room of fruit of the loom. No, that doesn't work either. Storage room of... Why did I put that piece on there? That's supposed to be a tile. What am I doing? See, this is where we get into the end and I'd be like, why don't I have this piece? Lego wronged me. I think, at least I'm thinking that's supposed to be, yeah. Where's my tile at? What? Where is my tile at? I should have it. Something's afoot here. What did I do? Oh, I see what I did. I'm done screwing up here on the arm. Storage room of dreams. Better than the storage room of nightmares, which is what it is right now. I kind of like that. Storage room of bloom. It's my new room where I grow plants. I think anytime you grow plants in your basement, it's not typically the legal type. You know what I mean? It's not the legal type of plants that you're growing in your basement back room with no windows in it. Storage room of free Lego. Storage room of memories. I mean, there are a lot of memories in there. There are built sets, there are unbuilt sets. I kind of like that. We'll figure it out. We got some time. It'll be a while before it's not a nightmare in there. But if I keep sorting and organizing, I got a whole table over here. You want to see a preview of the next operation? Look at all this that we need to get through. There's some yellow pieces. We can make the yellow castle out of that, right? But we got to get this table cleared off. We got to get all those pieces put away. And that's just a fragment, a fraction, a minuscule amount of the Lego that I've acquired even this yard sale season. So we've got a lot of work to do. I guess that'll be my thing. I'll be Greg the Lego organizer. And with the sole purpose of inspiring other people to get their Lego collections organized through my suffering. That's what we'll do. I suffer, we suffer together. That'll be my tagline. Welcome to Greg's organization journey. Let's suffer together. I shouldn't say that though, because a lot of peeps that I hear from, they enjoy sorting. I've had people be like, I would totally come and help you sort. And I'm like, you monster. Some people find it therapeutic. I like it. My only issue with sorting is I have so much to sort that when I get done sorting, I feel like that I didn't even put a dent into the full thing that I need to do. It feels like I just scratched the surface, and it just feels like you're being buried alive, and all you did was just kind of scoot some things out of the way so you can get your mouth above where it needs to be. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this okay? I was like, did I build this whole thing backwards? Because it kind of feels that way. And why do I have all these? No! Why do I have all these black pieces here, dude? I should not have these. What have I done? Something looks wildly suspicious behind there. I've done something wrong once more, and I think I see where it is. I just can't. There we go. I can't build a bag Lego without messing up. Especially on live stream. It's inevitable. Just like Thanos. I am inevitable. Yeah, I agree. Rich says sorting takes so long, but it's worth it. Yeah, it is certainly worth it. You have to look at the long term. You have to look at yourself in the future when you're trying to part in a set, as I'm calling it. And you're like, I'd really like to get this thing together. And instead of you digging through hundreds of pounds of Lego to try to find this one piece, you can open up a little drawer and it's like, there it is, or there it isn't. And you know with certainty without having to dig forever. That to me is what makes it worth it. I do have another piece left over here that's probably not a good sign. Why do I have this? Why are you here? Oh, okay, we're all right. We'll just go ahead and put that in there like that. Whoa, why is that blue sticking out there? Is that supposed to be like that? I don't like that. I might switch that. I don't know if I like that at all. Anyways, let's put his other arm on. Ya harg me hearty. Yeah, I don't like that blue there. It's not like that in the regular minifig. Why is that there? Why have that at all? Oh, maybe it is like that. Maybe that's like a... No, it's not. Because that's just like a hand piece that goes in there. I don't know if I like that. I might switch that to gray. I feel like I need to. What do you guys think? Can you even see it? You see the blue there? Why'd they do that? Why? Look at the book. Yeah, I do that. Just not very well, honestly. All right, should we get into bag 6? Or should we just kill the stream now, or should we get into bag 6? What is bag 6? Is shoulder pads? Let's freaking do it, guys. Bag 6 it is. This is it. These bags are minuscule. I think we can handle bag 6. How deep are we into this? 54 minutes. I said to Mrs. Brickitect, I said, I'm going to stream for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes at most. Here we are. Let's just build this. Suffer through this. Let's suffer together. Build his shoulder pads up. Then I'm going to set you guys free on your journeys. With the reminder, that this is what, I mean, this isn't necessarily what I'm doing. I'm trying not to get into building on live streams because as you can see, it's a miserable experience for everyone involved. But organizing is a whole nother story. That's fun. We can just blast through that. I can show you some interesting parts. It doesn't involve me going back through manuals and trying to figure out where my life went wrong. So much better, right? So I think that's where we're going to take this. And I'm pretty excited about that. And if I do that little by little, just like I said, where do we end up? Every goal gets accomplished. Or I'll just do this on my own. Watch some stuff, get entertained. That'd be the easy thing to do, right? But I'd like to think, even though I may never hear from somebody about it, I like to think that maybe this is fun for somebody to watch, and they're like, it's cool. Tuning in to watch somebody go through a Lego collection that needs sorted out, and slowly but surely kind of get that under control. I think is a fun thing to do. I'd probably watch. It all depends on the conversation. I think that by itself would be like, kind of boring, but even more boring is building a Lego set, especially with nothing to say. Gosh, as I'm building a Lego set, I can't watch Lego building streams. No offense to the guys that do it or girls that do it. You do a much better job than I do at it, but I just can't watch it. It's just such a snooze fest. I understand peeps enjoy it, especially if you can kind of live vicariously through a set. Say you don't have the money to buy one, or maybe you just enjoy the aspect, just like in gaming, People watch people play video games sometimes just to kind of be a part of that experience. And you think that's kind of a weird thing, right? Not at all. You think why would someone watch someone else play a video game? Well, ask that to all the people that are on Twitch. It's a thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has different hobbies. It's not one of mine to watch a Lego build happen. Now, if you're doing a bricklink order or organizing or literally just sitting and staring at the camera chatting, I would probably find that to be more interesting than watching a Lego build, because oftentimes, because Lego builds are so long, right? If I was building this whole guy, this would be multi-hours for me. You eventually run out of things to talk about, right? And then you just end up relying on random things in the chat to spur on conversation in between the other times you're just sitting there in silence building parts together. And that's just not good content, in my opinion. It's much better to not overstay your welcome, is what I found in Lego streams. So I don't like even going over that 1 hour mark. We're at the cusp right now where I've overstayed my welcome. This is going on too long. But with gaming, you can do that because the gameplay itself is an interesting thing. Whereas building Lego, sorry if you love building Lego, but building Lego is an inherently boring thing to watch. If I was just sitting here silently building this, it hurts me to even do it, but we'll do it here for just a second. Here we go. See, maybe to some people that was a relief. They're like, oh, thank God, shut up. But for me, I don't know. I like to think of this almost like a podcast of sorts. And if you lose that vibe that you're going for, at least what I'm going for, it doesn't feel good. So I think the 30 to 59 is the perfect stream length. Short and sweet. And then if somebody watches in the future, they got just enough to put them off to sleep or get them through their lunch break or whatever the heck people do in their lives. You know what? I think I have to put more pieces in the bottom of that, by the way. What do these go for on eBay? I don't know. I didn't look them up on eBay. Probably a decent amount because they have to be shipped internationally. So you could look it up and find out. Somebody look it up and tell me the price. Make me feel good about how much I spent to have this thing shipped over. Because I think retail, these are about $80. And then whenever Thomas ships me something, it's usually about, whoa, I missed a whole bunch of pieces on this. It's about double to have it shipped. So $80 for the set, $80 a ship. Coming in and out of the United States is an expensive proposition for any items. It sucks shipping internationally. It kind of shows me just how much the United States Postal Service subsidizes the shipping stuff, because Once it has to travel that far, it gets crazy. All right, let me make sure we're all good here. We got 4 pieces to put on. We still, we're still under an hour, at least for the next 4 seconds we are. Can I get these on? Nope. We're going over, boys. All right, let's slap these babies on here. Laura says she's loving this set. It looks awesome. Hey, how about with the shoulder pads, though? Let me get it in here so you guys can see it. We'll get some nice shots of it here. I'm not going to bail out on you this quickly since you guys survived this. I didn't actually mess that bag up necessarily. Let's just get a nice shot here of this dude. I'm going to bring you guys down. Feels like you're sliding in like a little chair there, doesn't it? Okay, I'll bring you up. Oh, if we position it just right, can we do this? Let me get his head up there. Let me see. Where do I need the camera to make this work? Right there, maybe. Right about there. It's an optical illusion. I have the set done. There's his head back there. It's a little small. It works though, and I think this looks great. I'll go get Harry Potter so you guys can see how it looks compared. His arms aren't going to move up too much anymore. I should have enjoyed that while I can because the shoulder pad things are gonna prevent that. Maybe I can find my guy, but I'll find Harry over here. You can see what he looks like. And I'll bring over the Alarm Batman so you can see that as well. Just don't judge the dust on these because I don't dust ever. That's just not something I do. There's Harry Potter. I still have Hermione too. Can we turn her into Batman? This is the Batman alarm clock. I got this on eBay. Here's how they all look compared together. Pretty cool, eh? Let me move some lighting. Who do you like the best? Alarm clock Batman, Harry, or the pirate? I'm going to give it the pirate by a long shot. Unless you're a huge fan of Harry Potter, I think the pirate's got it won. I think just from a style standpoint. Way more intricate detail because you got the special leg, you got the hook for the hand. Harry has a wand and he has like a cloak. Maybe we could turn that into Batman's cape because I don't know if Hermione has one or not. She might. But I think this thing looks pretty darn good. We've got 7, 8, 9 left. So 7 is his... Oh, should we build his face? What time is it? 3:27. I think we got to save it. I don't even know if I'll do it on stream, honestly. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my next stream will be finishing this. That'd be a cool thing to finish on video, wouldn't it? Like I said, I'm already over my time limit. I might be doing some gaming streams tonight, so make sure you guys subscribe to Greg's Arcade if you're into live streams. Maybe something a little more interesting than the Lego scene, you know, because gaming's just fun. But here's my dude. This is what he looks like. Here's his back, if you want to see it from that angle, because we really haven't shown that yet. The belt looks very light colored. It's surprisingly light when you see it with all of the brown back there. Should I try to find my minifig? You guys type in the chat whatever you want to talk about in the last few minutes here, and then we're gonna bail out of this on you guys. I have a bunch of vintage minifigs, but I don't know if the pirate's in here or not. That would suck if he got put into the general population of minifigs because he's never going to be seen again. That's going to be super hard to find. So I have 3 drawers of minifigs over here, and he could be anywhere down inside here. I will dig around for just a second though and see if I can spot him easily. But it's definitely going to be a hunt to track this fool down. If only I had these organized in some way. Wouldn't that be nice? Like, oh, here's all my pirate minifigs. Boom! Easy find. Gosh. You know where there is one? With the pirate ship that I had before, but I had an extra one, so I saved him. But where is he today? Lord knows. He's gone forever. I bet if I spent enough time, I could find him, though. Could there be any other secret locations where he could be hiding? I don't think so. Definitely should have kept him in with the vintage minifigs. I do have like, oh, maybe, nope. I don't know where he is. I'll find him, though, because I do want to do a comparison. I certainly don't want to buy one, because I know I have him somewhere. But finding him through. What am I playing on Greg's Arcade? Asked Martin. I started playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So... that's been a lot of fun. I'm getting a little addicted to it. It's one of those things where you you're set off to do this task, but then there's like 30 things that happen between that location and the location you're currently at. So you get super sidetracked, but I love that game. I've had it in the backlog for many years, and I actually have one for sale that I'll be selling on eBay. And then I'm also in the process, and this is more of a brutal thing, it could be for a funny stream, even though we'd make no progress. I'm playing Ninja Gaiden. I'm still on level 4 out of 6. The game's brutal. So I'm going to try to decide if I want to die endlessly or if I want to explore a whole vast world in Zelda. I'm kind of leaning towards the Zelda route because the new Zelda game just came out and they're saying it's the game of our generation or this generation or a new generation. So I'm trying to get caught up, which is, I guess, the story of my life here in LEGO. It's called Tears of the Kingdom is the new Zelda game. I'm playing Breath of the Wild, which is the older one. In fact, I have the case over here. This is my copy that I'm playing out of. And it's for the Switch. Very cartoony style graphics. Like after playing Red Dead Redemption 2, or at least starting that game, this definitely is a different style than that. It's more of like a Fortnite look, I guess. But it's pretty wild. It's a fun time. I don't know how many hours I'm in, but I got a little addicted to it over the weekend, which is when I started playing it, and I'm having fun with it. So, Greg's Arcade is the channel for that. Try to do something tonight, probably. Tomorrow, crapshoot. Depends on if I go to Cedar Point or not. But if I don't, maybe we can crank out this little bit here. Although, we should just finish this guy. Well, my next stream, how should I do it? Maybe I should build his hat off stream. So I feel like that's going to take a while. 8 and 9 are the hat. This is his face. Could have his face done by now if I wasn't dinking around. That's all we got left. Let's do it on a stream. Let's finish this guy together. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. And we can celebrate him together. And maybe you guys will be like, oh, I need to get one of those. I need to call Thomas up. He needs to go back to the Lego house. But yeah, that's it for me for today, guys. We're over our limit. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this beautiful journey and this lovely set. I enjoyed hanging out with you and having a nice little chat. Stay tuned. I don't tell you to turn notifications on, but if you do, you'll know when I go live. I try to schedule these ahead of time, but it's usually not by much. So unless you're hitting up on YouTube all the time, turn the notifications on and we'll hang out and chat and have a glorious time. So on that, hope you guys have a glorious rest of your day, and we'll see y'all in the next videos. Okay, that was cringe. All right, I'm gonna go. Bye.